Welcome back. In this week's episode, he says domestic family violence is not expungible. She feels like he is cheating. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think. This is the YBAngry channel, where we show couples how to stay together one issue at a time by playing the YBAngry game to settle most any disagreement you have with the one you love in just minutes. No fuss, no drama. It's just a game. My name is Rod Jeter, and in this week's episode, should he contribute more to the finance? Here we go. The issue that we're going to settle today is,
should he contribute more to the finances?
who's going to be player A and who's going to be player B for the entire game.
Oh, you can be A.
Okay, sure. I'll be A.
Both players will use the This One detail cards to write down all the details to support their position on this issue. Only fill in sections 1, 2, and 3. Use as many cards as needed.
Frustrated. And I don't understand some of the things you do. I can't comprehend. I tell you the truth, I'm trying hard as I can. I'm so confused while we keep arguing.
He made a substantial amount of money per the taxes. When I add up his taxes, income last year, and I put it at 10.
So what you're saying to me is you don't understand the amount of money that was on taxes as opposed to how much was contributed to the household.
Yes.
Okay. So is that right?
Is that right? And you would say yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Right.
Okay, yes.
You were not aligned by saying yes. It's natural to say yes, but I just want to get him in and have him saying,
is that right?
To make sure
that I heard it.
But this detail is or is not true. Got the circle one.
Oh, okay.
From my perspective or his?
From his
From
perspective.
my perspective.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It is true?
Yes.
How relevant is her detail to you?
I would say 7. I believe a lot was on me as far as not making better notes of what was being spent and buying things, but some was on both of us with celebrations and going out a lot.
What you're saying to me is you didn't keep track of your spending, and that it's partially my fault that you didn't contribute to the household because we spent money on going out and buying gifts for others. Is that right?
Not quite.
We can try again.
Okay. So what you're saying to me is that what you're saying to me is that what you didn't contribute to the household was based upon what you didn't communicate about your spending, and you going back to the finances in the household were based upon us going out and buying gifts.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay. Hold on. Let me think. I'm lost.
You can try it. So
Can you elaborate?
Yeah,
Can
you
you
can
read
try
that?
again.
Can you tell me that again?
Yeah.
tell her again, yeah.
Tell me again, because I missed it.
Okay. I believe a lot was on me as far as not making better notes of what was being spent. But some was on the both of us with celebrations and going out.
So what you
Do
saying?
you want me to say more?
No, no. If that's what you wrote, so what you're saying? So what you're saying to me is that it was on you. The part that's on you. That's what I'm trying to understand. That's the part that's on you was your contribution, or the lack of us having finances. That's why I'm confused. The part that was on you was the lack of finances because you didn't keep track of the spending, and we went out and we celebrated others. was on both of us? The spending was on both of us?
Yes, I believe the spending was on both of us. I didn't always spend on my own. Meaning I didn't just spend on myself. I spent on you as well. I spent on the both of us together.
Don't elaborate too much on that.
Okay.
I want to make sure she understands what you're saying. The next step, you guys get to talking.
Okay. So I just want to make sure I'm clear. So what you're saying is that you didn't keep track of what you were spending things on, what you spent, your spendings,
Exactly.
and where they were going to, like the categories they was being spent on and who we spent it on, basically.
Exactly.
Okay. So we didn't keep track of the finances.
Exactly.
So you can justify the taxes, the amount that you made. It will show that you basically brought home a substantial amount to a certain extent.
To a certain extent, yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
I'm just a tad bit confused because I understand what you're saying about you didn't keep track of your spending. But I think my main thing was not necessarily the spending, it was the contribution. Because when we look at our account together, you know what I'm saying? What you were bringing, what you were making, wasn't what I was seeing. So that's what you were saying. You were spending it before it was coming home.
Exactly. I'm saying that there are things that get spent daily that you don't have a track of, because if it comes out of the my appointment accounts, if it comes out of that, you never see it. You only see what I deposit into the bank.
And I think that's where the discrepancy comes in, because my whole check goes in the bank and the spending just comes out of there, whereas you put in selectively what you want, what happens to go in when it goes in, and covers certain things at certain times.
I would disagree with that part, what you just said.
Okay.
Selectively.
What?
That word, I don't agree with that.
I mean, to pay the bills?
I'm just saying, you said selectively. Just
okay. You put in to cover the amounts to pay the bills.
The everyday expenses, whether it be food or whatever, that goes through without you having an account of it. And then at the end of the week, you don't add that or even consider that. You just know what we don't have.
But
and at times, that could be 200, 300, 400.
I understand what you're saying in relevance to I don't see it. But I think it would be a better compromise if we was on the same page and I did see it. So it's like, to me, it's like if we have an open platter, like, just say for instance, if mine is going there, I know you're saying you got an account here and you got an account there. You know, you got your account, but you do the food and you do all these other stuff on the other side, but we're not keeping track or keep record. I think that's how we get lost. Which you admitted to.
I understand that part.
And I'm kind of basically an overseer of what we kind of, to a certain extent, of what we kind of do. Not trying to count your pocket to a certain extent, but I think we might need to come to a point or to an agreement where we might need to, I get to my whole thing doesn't go in there and we use that account to cover bills. Maybe that might be something that we do. I don't know, but we got to come to some kind of medium where I always feel like my whole check goes in there and I don't see any of it to a certain point at some times.
And then I feel like other things that need to take place or that you ask to take place, I try to make those things happen. And just because it doesn't happen within that account doesn't mean that that is not money that I earn.
I don't feel. I still. I understand what you're saying about the money that you earn, but when we add up the numbers, it's something lacking somewhere.
I understand that totally. I'm just saying that it's not an X and O situation. Yes, sometimes. Like if I've only got paid by a check and at the end of the week I deposit that check, then you will see it completely differently. But that ain't how it works, you know.
But I know that's not how it works. But it's not like we always been in this place. It's like it's like you said, it's a roller coaster ride. Like we have the ups, we have the downs, and we have the ups and downs. So I'm like, I can understand why we just can't be up. We be a certain point where we be up and we be okay. And I see it in.
I understand what you're saying, but just like now, when I had other ways of making money. You know what I'm saying? Which was mainly driving for somebody or driving Uber or Lyft or whatever. Okay. Maybe I'm going too far.
It's okay, as long as we're talking about the focus is, this card is, the money that was on your tax returns last year didn't show up in the bank account or whatever.
I understand. Mm-hmm. So all I'm saying is that in regards to the tax returns, did I do some overspending? Yes. But I just didn't do overspending on myself.
Okay, well, I didn't. I'm understanding what you're saying. You didn't do overspending on yourself, but if we're trying to make it politically correct, let's go into another card. We got to have it. We got to make it make sense.
If it
stays right, but baby, you the head. And if I feel like I'm overexerting myself to try to make the ends meet, or if I shouldn't have to try to figure out another way, if you feel like if you don't need to spend it on me just for that moment, or what you're saying.
We've had that discussion. We had that discussion recently. You told me no.
That's because the money that
say right now. What did you say?
I said I was not gonna stop going out on my dime.
That's my
dime. Well, because the money that's going, the money that's going
a second ago.
The money,
you just told me a second
ago. Listen to what I'm saying. Though.
No, just hear me out for a second.
Yes.
You just said that I was the head, and that if it's something that need to be said, I need to say it. Okay.
Okay.
And
you said
that has happened on multiple occasions.
But you're not listening to what I said though. You're not hearing me out. I said on my dime. I said on my dime.
I've heard you out many of times. I've heard you out. You speak loudly.
I said my dime.
You overspeak, and I've heard you out. And I dropped my head and I dropped my hands and said, "You're not gonna listen."
I said on my dime.
You said on your dime.
And I'm talking about the extra money that I made. I'm not talking about the check that I bring home from my primary job. I'm talking about extra money that I made. So that's what I mean by my dime.
In that same conversation, you wanted me to go.
Oh, go where?
It was somewhere. I said, "No, baby, I'm not going to go." I forget because I tell you I ain't going places all the time. It ain't all just because I don't want to go. It's because, hey, I didn't make the money to feel like I need to be going out tonight.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you. When I said, but this is what I'm saying though. This is where I am with it. When I said to go out, that was on my dime. That was not you. See, this is why this is what I'm getting get where we're trying to cross the line. The money that goes in the bank from my primary check, that's that money. That's money to take care of business. If I have extra money in my pocket, I feel like I should be able to spend that money on what.
I'm not telling you that you should not.
So why you say if I ask you to go out?
Because it does come to that. You talking about the time that you went on your dime. You haven't always went out on your dime. Let's not do that now. Let's not say because that's inaccurate. So we go out all the time on your dime.
But I'm saying no, not. I'm saying if I had to transfer some money and to cover, I will.
Okay, I'm not telling you that's false. I'm saying that you cannot sit here.
No, I'm not saying it. It's not always. That but you're saying we should. You say we should.
Hold on. You go out 70% of the time on your dime.
What?
I'm asking a question. Do you go out 70% of the time on your dime?
I don't know. I can't put a number on it. But you gonna say?
Can you guesstimate? Okay, do you go out 50% on your dime?
On spending money on my money
on your
on
dime. Do you go out 50% on your dime?
It could be like talking about just me. If I go out by myself, or me and you together. So with the girls, what you saying?
How many times have we gone anywhere?
And it come out the joint account.
And it's on me, or it's on you.
That it come out the joint account.
It's on you, on your dime.
It's coming out the joint account because you use the bank card.
Okay, so what I'm saying is.
So that's my money in there too. My whole check go in there.
I ain't saying that you don't have money in there, but I put money in there as well.
But this is what I be trying to understand. This is what I be trying to understand.
We don't go anywhere, first of all, together. And I haven't contributed to the bank account. And we turn right around and we're going out and we're going to spend that money.
So you saying so what are you saying is this is something else about putting the money in the bank and we go out and turn around and right out and spend it. You put money in the bank, we turn right around and spend it.
I'm saying yes, that happens. All I'm saying is that I have faults, but we both have faults in this.
So maybe this one is, what's the issue on this? The main issue.
You made a substantial amount on...
No, the issue. That's the detail.
Should he contribute more to the finances?
Okay, and this detail was...
About the taxes, he made money on his taxes and didn't want to contribute. I don't see where it came in.
Okay, so maybe we can... I don't know if we're still on that or not. I think we might have got sidetracked off of that detail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too.
So let's get back to the money you made on the tax returns that did not
make it into
the account.
I don't see how it made it into the account.
That's that detail.
Where did you say that money went on food?
That money went on
food, gas.
It went on a multitude of things. What I'm saying, yes, more of that money probably should have went toward the joint account, but at the same time, it's a lot of other things that, supplies, food, gas, baby, bring me this. You know what I'm saying? Where you at? You on the way home, baby? Bring me this. It's a multitude of things. Nobody, and don't get me wrong, you deserve it. I love you. You my wife. But nobody will celebrate it more than you this past year.
Mm-hmm. This past year.
Because we talked about the taxes this past year. Or am I wrong?
That's not that income though.
Yes.
So we can go into that was not that part of the income I'm talking about. I'm talking about just what you made at the part of the income that I'm talking about, what you made at the shop. If I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at
And
the
I'm
receipts.
not-
I'm looking at,
and
I'm saying, you
I
understand what I'm saying?
that.
And you admitted to it. You said
I
you didn't-
just said that.
I
but
think we came to
at the
agreement that
same
he said. I
time,
think we came to agreement because you said the part I'm not agreeing with, that you said that.
well, we disagree on that.
But you just hold on. You just said, I'm getting to what I heard you say. You said that it was just that you did not contribute as much as you should have.
I said that, yes.
But you want to say that.
I want to say.
But what you said was that it was money that was spent on me.
What I'm saying is, it was money spent on all of us, but nobody more than you last year. Yes, I'm saying that. Yes, I am.
Okay. We talking about what year this is? 2022, 20, and that was 2020. That was my 50th birthday year. Okay. But I'm not talking about when you hit the lottery. I'm not talking about those finances. You know I'm not talking about that, right?
I'm not talking about all of those either.
Okay.
So this detail is the tax returns. Is it, you talking about last year's tax returns or tax returns period? What did you put on
Last year.
Last year.
Okay. Well, you guys.
But it wasn't just last year. I mean, I put last year on, so we all focus on last year. But it's this is not the first time. I just didn't say anything about it, so I'm just leaving it at last year when I did the numbers. And I just feel like, and that just was what was reported from your appointment thing. You know, like that thing. What is it that you gave me the printout for?
My scheduling.
Your scheduling appointments, not necessarily other cash app or cash per se.
Most people don't use that anymore. That's why I didn't. That's frivolous.
Okay. But I know, regardless of that, it was more money in your hands that came through your hands, besides just what you made at the shop. That's why I was at with this. And I understand what you're saying about you saying that money was spent on me. Yeah, I had a party. I had. You want what you say it?
You want to concentrate on
The issue.
1 month, and you're going in other places. And if we're going to go in other places, then we probably need to pull out another card.
If you think it's relative to the tax returns,
Because he said it was spent. He said the money was spent on me, right?
You're thinking I'm talking about only one part of the year, and I'm not.
Well, elaborate. I guess maybe you need to tell me what you said.
I've already.
Oh, you talking when you said the times you saying bring something home, those stuff like that.
No,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
I'm saying is, we're always. I said, celebrating and going places, and all you can think about is your party. That's hitting you in your head real hard. And all I'm saying is, this was a year-long thing. We go out and we celebrate and we party. We go to movies. We go to concerts. Somebody said they having a party. We get up and we go. And all of that stuff costs money. So every dime doesn't go into the account. But when I'm standing there at the pump paying, when I'm going in the store to get bottles of alcohol to take to somebody's party. That's not getting calculated into what should go in the account and what should not. If I swipe a different card at a restaurant, that's not getting tabulated into what should go in and what should not. And we do this all year long. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So one person, that's hard for me. I'm sorry to just say, not just to do anything. And not go out and not. I mean, I just feel like I work hard, and babe, I feel like I deserve to go out, and I just feel like it's some kind of way that we can make it work to do this. We should be able to do it. I feel like we have been in a place where we had done it before. We can get back to that place again. I don't know if it's something else. I know you hit the number big, but have you cut back on that?
So right here, you're saying you want him to contribute more, and this detail card is talking about the money in the tax returns. I mean, the money on his tax returns that's not reflected in your bank account. Do you not feel like he's answered that? Because right now you're talking about you don't want to cut back on stuff.
Right.
That's different.
Okay.
But now you're talking about this detail.
Right. So when he said he brought up the fact that we were spending the money to go out. He said we spending the money for going out throughout around the year. He's making an account for why the money is not going.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that is part of it. I'm not making an account for it. I'm not just saying that's part of it. I agreed. The first thing I did was agree to the tax issue and monies not going in the account that should have gone in the account. I agree. But at the same time, there are other things that contribute as well. And I just don't want it to be focused on one thing.
Oh, so you're saying that you agree to the fact that
I've said
that. I'm trying to get back to.
I just want you to listen to me.
But I don't agree with part of it. I mean, I don't agree with totally what you're saying on the second part. I don't agree with it's just based on the going out and you like basically trying to say frivolous spending and things of that nature. Like, is it another underlying issue that we need to get to prior to?
I have things on these cards that speak to other things, but we're focusing on that subject, that detail. That's all. We're focusing on that detail, and I'm trying to stay on that detail, because if not, we're going to go into all the cards at one time.
Okay, but I disagree with what you said. I agree that you said that if you say it's your fault that you did not contribute. That's what you said, right? I'm still trying to understand it. So, like, I guess we're moving on. I don't know where we stuck here. He made substantial the text, and the only thing I'm trying to understand is what you're saying. You're saying that you did not make them. You did not make those contributions because you were spending things prior to the money getting home. Am I correct? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel better because I understand that there are things about my habits that I can change to help us be a better family.
Okay.
I feel better because you was able to admit that this is a problem and know this will make us better.
Step 14 is on your side of the page, Kim, but you both have to agree. Did we make progress on this one detail?
Yes.
I'll tell you.
Okay, so circle yes. Was there enough progress to win the game? Yes or no?
You think?
No, yeah, that's.
I just reiterating that yes right there.
Oh,
I didn't know. Well, you did admit it. I didn't see you change. So,
Well, you ain't gonna see the change today.
I know we ain't. I understand. I
Okay.
understand. I understand that.
I
I think. I think to answer our question about what our issue is, should he contribute more to the finances in this detail here? Got us to understand that he understands that. That yes, I think this would be a yes to. You agree with me?
Yes.
I'm just saying. I'm asking. Look at me, because you're looking down. You I don't know.
I said yes.
I don't know what you. Yeah, yeah. I think it did.
So you guys think you won?
I think we won.
I think we won on that one.
I think we won.
Okay. So you would circle yes, and the game is over. If you won the game, but then you could go ahead and tell each other what you wrote on the cards. Or do you feel like you need to play the cards? Because you're trying to get to whether you're going to agree on a yes or no, whether you should contribute more or come to an understanding.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And,
Yes, I think in a way it leads to other things that sometimes causes more of an issue, and not being able to listen. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure what you.
I don't believe she listens, in regardless of what the concern is, what the subject is, what the detail is. I don't think she listens. I say things, and she repeatedly says, "I don't understand," and then I give a yes, and she still, "I don't understand," and it creates an argument. It's like you want to argue, and I'm not trying to argue. I'm trying to get to a solution.
Okay. Are you talking? So we're not talking about this issue in this game, obviously.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you know what I'm saying. Like, yes, that is an issue. I agree with that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
so is that another game you want to play? Does she? It sounds like another
Issue.
game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another issue.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
So did we finish this one?
I think so.
Okay. So let's read each.
The rest of the cards.
Yeah, you don't have to work through them.
Okay.
Just whoever card is, just tell them what they wrote in the relevance. And
the relevance was you spend money on the things you want versus our needs, and I put that as a 9.
Okay. Describe some of the things.
What you supposed to repeat what I said?
No.
I'm not supposed
the
to
game is
describe.
over.
I know,
so
we just talk now.
Yeah, I figure you guys, just talk a little bit.
Like,
now, if this is a big disagreement, even though you won the game, if you want to work through that one, you can work through that one.
Okay, yeah. Like,
Wait.
Oh, work through
Do
it?
you guys want to work through that one?
Oh, I just wanted her to
elaborate.
All right,
that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's what you want, like you say, what you want versus necessarily a need. When I say that, I mean, for example, I know you said you was doing this for me as a gift, but nothing at the particular moment was wrong with the dining room. I don't think that was a priority. Let me finish, babe.
I'm not cutting you off.
Let me finish. But at the time, I think something else could have set preference. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
like, And I think and when we had a conversation about it, it was like, this is what I want to do. And I just cut it off. I just cut the conversation off because it was like almost like it was going to get heated. So I just let him say what he. I haven't said anything else about it and just left it alone. So.
Okay, so either you're going to say something or we're going to go to the next card.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
You have the potential to do more based on your skills. I put that as an 8.
Okay. So elaborate.
Yeah, CDLs.
Okay. I've applied several places. The same way I got cut off when I spoke a minute ago about back when I drove Uber. All of these companies have changed the way they use almost the same companies to do background checks. So the 2003 now kicks me out of being able to get those particular jobs in places.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I have tried that a number of times. So anytime they go to background check, that's where the issue comes.
Okay, so but in regards to when the relevance of background check, I have on multiplication tried to help you with trying to get that expunged off your record. And
and it's not expungible.
You spoke to an attorney?
Yes, that's not expungible.
Recently?
Not in the past year, but when we was trying to do that, yes. It's not expungible.
And even companies that, it's certain companies that hire you with you, that on your record, right?
I have a D.
I understand. I understand.
That's a domestic family violence.
Oh, to some okay.
You understand? And immediately, they don't care what the circumstances were. Yes, I spanked my child. They don't care. That's the same as me attacking you. It's the same as I threw the kids down off the balcony. They don't care. It's all lumped together. And as soon as they see it, HR kicks it out. Do you understand?
I understand that part.
Okay, so you said I got a CDL.
I just feel like it's something we can do.
I'm sure it's something, but I'm saying
It's something we can do. I just don't give up on it, babe.
I'm not saying that you should give up. I'm saying that is what it is at this moment.
Right, and I just don't be wanting you to settle. I just feel like it's something that we can do. It's something that can be done. It's something somewhere and somebody that will hire you that want a driver.
I understand, and listen. I've spoken to several people who claim they needed somebody.
I think a part of it would be communication.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if I didn't know. You didn't tell me. But I hear bits and pieces. Like when some people maybe when it comes to me about somebody offering you a job or something, and then I don't hear anything else about it. And I might ask you what happened. Then I might get the story, hear about it. But not that that happened to you. That you was getting a kickback, from multiple job sources. right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's only fair that we share.
Well, not necessarily, because I have spoken to you about things and you just either forget it or you don't listen to me.
Okay.
There was a net in there.
Yeah. I think that go both ways though, like. Okay. I think they go both ways, and I think when I like I try to be open minded and judge, like give you opportunity to, like you said, at one time we were having problems with making sure we had the bills and stuff on schedule. I started putting it on the calendar, and so anything we do, I start putting it on the calendar to put you in the know.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Right. Mm-hmm. And like tonight, you forgot, but I had to remind you.
No, I didn't forget. I just
You didn't add it to your calendar.
it's probably on there, but I don't. I mean, every day I'm looking for clients that made appointments. That's what I'm looking for. You know, I was thinking about Devin's birthday today. I was thinking about the situation with the bus and the schedule change. So know that I'm sorry, this wasn't on my mind. I had other things on my mind. I was trying to figure out how to get your brakes down.
I just want us to be in a better place. That's all.
I do too.
And it frustrates me when we're not in a good place, because you know how I just want us to have cushion. I want us to be where we don't be without lacking. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's frustrating me more than anything. Everything else, I think we pretty much good. Like we say, we communicate more, listen more effectively. I think this will help us listen. If you write it down, we ain't got no choice but to read and listen to each other. Right?
Yeah. I just
Right.
go to next.
And I want you to finish what you were saying. You just what?
I just don't want you to fight me on everything. You know what I'm saying? If I listen to you, I need you to listen to me as well. That's all.
Okay, I understand. I understand that too. I don't want you to be angry about everything either. Go ahead.
Okay. You just mentioned the financial cushion.
Oh, it was my next thing.
Yeah.
We don't have financial cushion for emergencies. That was we just talked about it.
My next one detailed is impulsive spending / lotto. Yes, I play a lot on lotto.
Okay.
And that could be brought back, you know. Even though we reap the benefits, but it still can be brought back. Because that's.
I know, but the chances are reaping the benefits are.
I'm just saying.
I know, but it's slim to none, right? I mean, it's a chance that we're taking.
No, say that. Because it ain't. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know.
I could do better.
I know the times that we hit that you hit it, right? Right? But I'm just saying, babe, when we look at it over the long haul, what you put in is equivalent to what you get out, or more. Or do you know? Do you truly know? Be honest.
To be honest, no.
That's
I don't know.
right. You don't know, right?
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. So
that's why I just said that could be brought back.
I know. I want to get to a point, like elaborate, because I think this is something that we need to discuss. Like a time back, I mentioned to you, I was like, it hurts. That hurts me. Almost like, because it's like you're not just cheating. It's like you cheating us. That's how that hurts me. And I don't know if you see it that way, and you might not, but it's like you cheating the family, you cheating the household when you do that. And I don't think you see it. I think I mentioned that to you before.
And I would cheat
With that,
Okay, but no, you ain't never said that word.
That's like you cheating.
Okay.
That's what it feel like to me.
Okay.
Because you taking money, it's like you taking money from us and giving it to the lottery. And we don't see it. We might see it every blue moon. You might hit it. But I'm just saying, it's cheating our finances. And then we fall short. Whereas we can be taking that money and making it make sense. Budgeting, doing right. And we still have the cushion. We still can go enjoy ourselves on a regular basis.
Understood. Oh, we
talked about that too
legal trouble
in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And I still want to work on it with you. I mean, I know we talked about. I'm saying we gonna talk about that some more. We gonna work on it some more. Oh, I was just saying
about that too.
That I carried a large majority of our financial load, and that was a 5 for me. And I was like, in regards to that, that was never to me like. We know that with our roles that I make majority of the money, but that's not never been an issue for us. Mm-hmm. But we still knew how to handle and manage it. It's just like we just need to do our part. Each person do our part.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mine was on the economy, lost wages due to less amount of customers. In the last few months, we've had a situation where our shop was bought by developers. The building that the shop was in, bought by developers. Given 60 days to move. We all couldn't find nowhere. We struggling trying to find places. We finally found a place. And it's temporary, but 90% of our clients don't typically like the spot. Combined with the fact that even leading up to that, with the economy being the way it was, I've lost like families that were coming as clients, not just a customer, people that were bringing their 2 or 3 kids with them, every week or every other week. And I haven't seen them in 2 or 3 months. And that has been an issue. So so you say, okay, well, how was things today? Like I've had some Thursdays where I'm looking around like, okay, what's going on? And it's nothing like what it was previously. So that's just something I don't think you fully get a grasp of, because, and honestly, some things I don't want to burden you with, because I'm trying not to have to do that, burden you with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say, come home, hey baby, how you doing? Yeah, day was all right. I just didn't have no clients today. I only had 1 or 2. But tomorrow be better.
But we got to be honest. I understand you saying about it being a burden, but we have to be honest. We have to be honest in the situation, because me looking at you gone all day, I'm thinking you working. I mean, if you don't tell me what you're doing, how am I supposed to know if you're going to bring in something or you're not going to bring in something? I know you're trying to protect me, but not telling me the truth, not telling me, leaving part of the story out is not telling me the truth. That's not being honest. So you have to tell me what's going on in order for us to come to a meeting and fix it. So that way I know I can't go get my hair done. I know I can't get my nails done. I know to make better decisions about the money that is in there, so we can make things work accordingly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
The life cost and the everyday living.
We talked about that. Mm-hmm.
Me, and I think us as well, is not having a full understanding on the best ways to save money.
Mm-hmm. I want to object, Your Honor. I love you. Okay.
Because
Okay.
you will raise your hand and say, I feel like I work hard enough to go here or there.
No,
But then
that's
at
not
the
what I'm
same
going to
time-
say. That's what I'm
Okay.
going to
Come
say.
on, say it.
I think I have a better understanding of kind of how to save, baby. But I had to bail us out. I had to pull out the save, what I call it, the save to save us a lot of times. You understand what I'm saying? I do. Like, I have money, some stuff. I have some investments and stuff moved around, moving and shaking, but I can't touch it. I want us to be okay. Okay? But I do have some, at times I do have money to the side, but I had to go grab it to put us in a better place.
This is right here. My whole reasoning for saying that you were the one long ago. You was a better person when it came to handling those type of situations. You understand? But we've never sat down in all these years. We never sat down and said, hey, Kevin, this is what we need to do in order for 2022. That had to be a grind.
That go right here to my next card. Don't read.
You read.
You are the head of the household.
Okay, but
I want you to lead.
Now, she just told him he was the head of the house. And when he tried to talk, she said, I wish my wife would. Huh? Coming, dear.
I might act like that. I might be aggressive. Very. I am very. And I'm a Taurus bull and bullhead. I'm just saying, babe. I'm just saying, I want you to join me as well in this financial recovery.
okay.
You understand? No,
I hear you.
Listen. Hold on. Listen.
I'm listening.
I'm not finished. I sent you an email the other day, and I asked you for us to pray, and let's talk about our finances.
That's a different subject.
Hold on.
That's a distance.
Okay.
Trust me, that is a different subject.
You don't believe in prayer no more?
I have questions about a lot of stuff that we hadn't discussed, and that is a totally different subject.
About me sending you an email?
No. About this white Jesus and
I ain't saying that. I ain't got no white Jesus. I don't know who you say. No,
black Jesus too.
I ain't. But that okay. That's a whole different. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But whoever you believe in, or the higher being of power, we have to be to this point to where we know we ain't doing it. Do you think you're doing it by yourself? Because that's maybe we might not have a clear understanding.
I just said that is a whole different subject.
I need it, but I'm just saying we need to figure that out. But I'm just saying I just asked you to join me, and maybe at that time we could have had that discussion. But you didn't even acknowledge the email that I sent you. But it was about finances.
First of all, I didn't see the email that you had sent that particular day. I saw it when you said something about it later.
But you didn't acknowledge it, babe.
Because you asked me to pray. And I'm right.
Okay, but then you didn't come to me and at that point you could have came to me and discussed
That's
it.
gonna hurt your heart.
Well, I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Okay, but then that's a conversation we need to have. That's a conversation we need to have. If it gonna hurt my heart, we need to have that conversation. Maybe that should have been the conversation today.
Okay. So you guys went through the cards after winning, and if you asked me, you guys had a few games you could have played.
Yeah.
There's a few things that you guys got to disagree on. But let me ask you, are you glad you played?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am. Mm-hmm.
And the issue was, should he
Contribute more to our
the
finances.
finances?
Uh-huh.
How long do you feel like, either one of you, how long do you feel like this has been an issue?
I feel like it's been an ongoing roller coaster. Like we had moments where he did, we had moments where it did. Like we said, it was an ongoing roller coaster situation, and like he mentioned, a lot of it was probably due to, what he mentioned the card later was the lottery.
2003. Oh,
Was the lottery?
okay.
Like the gambling.
Right. So I just 3 years, 5 years, 30 years.
We've been married 21 years.
Okay. think it's been an issue the whole time?
Yeah. I mean, it's been an up and down thing.
Okay.
Like I say, it's been times we've been great. We've been fine. And then we'll hit a bump in the road and we don't have enough to meet where we need to be.
So, and you guys won the game. Should he could contribute more to the finances? You think the game helped that disagreement or that issue? And how do you think you benefit from it?
I mean, it helped us discuss it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know what I'm saying, like writing down whatever your issues are and then talking about it is extremely helpful.
Right.
Because, you know, sometimes we get to talking and one here think they stronger than the other, and next thing you know, the discussion or the topic is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just trying to win the argument.
Right.
Okay. I think that was all for me. You guys have anything?
No, thank you. I appreciate it. I mean,
Yeah.
it got us to talk about it and get it all on the table. And no, we got some work to do.
Yeah. You guys talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, what we do, we got work to do. So we good. We're not perfect.
Yeah.
So we got work to do.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you guys was able to talk about it without getting upset.
Yeah.
And so that was good. All right, guys. Once again, another couple was able to settle a long-time issue because they were able to talk it out playing YBAngry. See us next week when I bring you, well, she wants to know if he thinks he helps out enough. Until next week, YBAngry, just play.